I'm going to talk to you today about what I call loving power, how to speak up for yourself and cherish your partner, empower them, and to cherish the relationship all at the same time, all in the same breath. We don't do that in this culture. By this culture, I mean patriarchy. Patriarchy is the water we're swimming in, and we are the fish. And under patriarchy, you can either be connected, affiliative, quote unquote, feminine, or you can be powerful, strong, competent, quote unquote, masculine, but you can't be both at the same time. Power means power over, not power with. And so when we move from accommodation to power, we lose connection, we stop being kind. It doesn't occur to us that we can be powerful and kind at the same time. We have to learn how to do it. That's what we're going to do right now. My name is Terry Real. I have been a couples and family therapist and teacher for close to 40 years, married 40 years myself. Let me teach you about loving power. It's the difference between saying, I don't like how you're talking to me, and saying, honey, I want to hear what you have to say. Could you tone it down so I could really listen to it? It's the difference between being right or being married. The difference between proving your point or helping your partner come through for you. The relational answer to the question, who's right and who's wrong, is who cares? It doesn't matter. What matters is, how are you and I going to work this thing in a way that's going to work for both of us? So how to speak relationally and stand up for yourself at the same time. So many of us move from disempowerment to what I call individual empowerment. And let me tell you, therapists, 12-step sponsors, feminist groups, women's groups, moms, girlfriends, buddies will all cheer individual empowerment. I was weak, now I'm strong, go screw yourself. I'm going to say whatever I have to say, and if it pins your ears to the wall, too bad. I have found my power. I am woman, hear me roar. Tough shit, how it goes down. I want to do better than that. I want to move from disempowerment, not into individual empowerment, but relational empowerment. That's the next step for feminism, for women, for the culture at large. I'm going to bring my full voice into this relationship. I'm going to stand toe to toe with you. I'm going to stand up for what I want and need. What can I do for you? We're a team. Listen, when you stop thinking individualistically and you start thinking like a team, I call it ecological wisdom. We're in this together. All of the terms change. It's in my interest to be empowered, to have my full voice, but also to empower you. Why do I want to empower you? Because I want you to come through for me. That's why. The relational golden rule is this. Honey, what can I give you to help you give me what I'm asking for? What can I give you to help you give me what I'm asking for? This is a new world order. This is a revolutionary change. It's not, I'm going to stand up for myself, God damn it, and you're not going to treat me like that. It's, honey, I want you to do it this way. What do you need from me to support you doing that? It's a whole different energy, set of skills, and vocabulary. Let's open it up. 1, give up objective reality. Stop arguing over who's right and who's wrong. We don't give a damn. Speak on your side of the street, humbly, with humility, from the I, the pronoun I. It isn't, that's a terrible thing for you to do. It's, I don't like it. Would you please do it this way? I. I is very hard to argue with. Objective reality is very easy to argue with. Let me give you a very specific story. It's a true story. So this is total heterosexual, heteronormative, if ever there was one, stereotypically. Her point of view, he's a reckless driver. His point of view, she's overly anxious and overly nervous. The two of them get into what I call an objectivity battle. Anybody recognize this? Is he a reckless driver? Is she overly sensitive? Reckless, oversensitive. It's like a ping pong ball. This goes on forever. A couple can have this fight for 40 years. One session with me. Here's how it changes. Her to him. Honey, I know you love me. Let's start with that, shall we? I know you love me. Listen, right or wrong, a phrase I want you to remember. Right or wrong. When I get in the car and you tailgate people, you go 20 miles above the speed limit, you change lanes a lot, you may know that you're totally in charge, but I don't. I'm sitting there terrified. Now, I know you care about me. As a favor to me, would you slow down and drive more conservatively so that I don't have to feel miserable every time I'm in the car with you? Would you please do that for me? You don't want me to feel bad every time we're driving together. And he to her, true story. Okay. And he does. A fight that could have gone on for 40 years is over in 10 minutes because she let go of objective reality, let go of the righteous position of who's right and who's wrong, spoke with humility, spoke with love, empowered her partner to be a gentleman, open his heart, be generous to her as a favor to her. Was the argument about whether he was reckless or not? No, that could have gone on forever. As a favor to me, would you please solve in 5 minutes? That's standing up for yourself with love. 2, stop complaining. Don't criticize your partner for what they've done wrong. Instead, ask them for what they could do that would be right. If you really want to empower your partner, start with appreciation. I love how considerate of me you often are. You're a sweetheart. When you get behind the wheel, not so much. As a favor to me, when we drive together, would you please be as considerate in your driving as you are in the kitchen or the bedroom? I know you got it in you, sweetheart. Would you do that? Start with an acknowledgement of what they're doing right and then build on it with humility as a favor to you, rather than criticize them for what they're doing wrong and tearing them down. Telling somebody what they're doing wrong is a terrible behavioral modification program. We don't treat our dogs that way. We don't train our dogs by punishing them for everything they do wrong. We reward them for what they do right, at least as much as not. So empower your partner. Appreciate what they're already doing that works. Make it clear what you want from them, and then offer your support. What could I do to help you drive more cautiously when we're sitting together? Well, you can remind me, but in a nice way and not as a nag. What would that sound like, sweetheart? Just say, honey, I want to remind you that I get nervous, so please keep that in mind. Sure, I can do that. And help them out. This is what I call helping them win. You're a team. You are at each other's service. Why do you want to help your partner win? Because winning means getting what you're asking for. When you stand up for yourself, when you step into voice and assertion, don't throw love out the window. You can be loving and firm at the same time. This moves beyond patriarchy It moves beyond anything your culture has taught. Empower your partner, cherish your partner, and cherish yourself, both at the same time. It will work better than either overly accommodating and resenting it, or being firm and standing up for yourself and not really giving a damn about things like diplomacy or compassion or how it's going to land. Be skilled, be savvy, empower your partner to come through for you. It's in your interest to do so. Thanks for listening. I'd love to hear your comments about what I think of as a pretty revolutionary idea: loving power, standing up for yourself, and empowering your partner at the same time. Please leave your comments underneath this YouTube. And if you want more information like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll be getting more sage advice from my all too many years on this planet as a couples therapist and a husband. Take care, everybody.